Yo, what's good? Back with another trade recap. Took two trades today. One was a break even, one was a win. So I was basically go over my thought process. We're basically extremely bullish towards these highs here. That was my main DOL for the day. We're disrespecting bearish, we're respecting bullish, as you see here. So my main condition for the day was this 4 hour to take us higher. So getting the model somewhere in here, taking us higher. We also had this hourly as a condition, but I wanted better structure if we were to use this to go higher, as it's defending these equal lows here. So we'll go into how the day started. So we basically end up going higher off open, but not really doing anything, not coming off of anything. We come into a 5-minute fair value gap to get this inversion here, but again it becomes invalid here, plus also the 5-minute is not sponsored, so it's not really a good trade. We end up generating a bunch of liquidity. That was kind of the main idea behind my two trades, is the liquidity generated here, and then we do some more after 10 o'clock, and after 10 o'clock we generate more liquidity here, and then we finally start manipulating lower into this hourly fair value gap. And at the same time, if we go to ES, we were sweeping out this 15-minute intermediate term low, plus also entering this hourly fair value gap, so true manipulation was appeased. The first trade I took was pretty discretional off the 5-second actually, and I was just targeting this 1-minute DOL, agreed upon DOL, with a 5-second, and basically just go and break even there, because if we're going to hit this, we're more than likely going to go lower. So if I can get my break even before that and it plays out, then brilliant. So that was on an account that I didn't care as much about. So we'll go into the lower time frame on here, just to see the two trades. So the first trade here, if we go down to the 5-second, loading now. Here's the first trade, so let's just review structure. Let me just turn on my trade arrows. Yeah, so I obviously didn't enter immediately, but here was the 5-second that I was taking, and I wanted to see some sort of more displacement, and then we ended up getting this, which made me, I obviously took the trade within this candle. It wasn't exactly at the end of it. It could have been like here or here somewhere. And then this high here ended up being the 1 minute. I went break even at that 1 minute, and again we got taken out on this candle here coming down. Overall, this is just a pretty mid trade. There's not really good structure. It's more, again, the higher time frame narrative, all this generated stuff up here, but again on the day we're displacing pretty bearish into this 1 hour. Also the 1 hour is defending low resistance with those equal lows, so expecting this 5-second to hold is obviously a bit ambitious. What ends up happening is we get more structure developing within the 1 hour fair value gap, and we get this stop hunt. We have now slanted highs all here. This is my thought process anyways, and we get this 15-second inversion with an extremely healthy close. So trade arrows on. I didn't back it straight away, because as I was entering, this candle was coming down, so I wanted a little bit more confirmation, so I waited for this candle to form. Once this candle here printed, I entered, and then as you can see, we got taken out on this one coming down. I must have been a bit higher when I entered, I'm not sure, but oh no, I think actually this one had good or so I think we got 1 to 1 or something. Once I hit 1 to 1 on the other account, I just trailed aggressively here to get taken out. So we'll just watch how these play out here. So that was obviously my first trade, break even, takes out lower, and here we get my second trade, which ends up going higher for a bit and then not working out. Again, is this a good trade? Probably not, because what do we have? we have this coming this low with these equal lows, which are both session lows. So the likelihood is we're more than likely going to come down to this 4 hour. If we are to manipulate higher, it's probably going to be off this 4 hour, or that might have been the better target. Same thing here then. Yeah, it's basically just the same premise on ES. We've got that 4 hour below, and we're just displacing heavily. We also had absolutely such bad movement during this part of the session that, again, this late in the session, if we're not getting like really good displacement, you can't really expect it to play out fully. So potentially I could say I got away with it today nearly, but yeah, it's technically valid. I think mostly my trade management kept me in the game, as when I go back to this, I'll tell you, so my break-even point was quite, it was quite discretional. It's basically once these candles started printing up here and started getting above these, I went break-even because of how choppy we were. If we started coming down here again, I just thought we were going to take out these lows. Yeah, they're the trades really. It was actually a very difficult day to navigate. I originally, at this stage of the day, hopped off, but then once I saw it hit the hourly, I started thinking we could get a trade out of it. But when you look at this, did this actually play out? No, I got a win out of it because of more my trade management, but I don't think it was that good of a setup. So yeah, there we go. That's the recap of the day. I don't think we got anything else really that noteworthy or notable.